purple ride.
It looks like it's a blue.
Yeah, see, you're on the gold one.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
That looks like a blue one.
To those kids who just joined us, welcome aboard. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please.
Wow. Not Daddy. Don't you put
Each
that
night here
out.
on the 7th sea, we'll do
Look at Otto over here.
this shimmering musical parade features
Nobody else saw the fireworks at the castle last night?
If you're disembarking, watch your head step and please assist on behalf of the cast of the Walt Disney World Resort, we'd like to welcome you to the Magic Kingdom.
Golden dog.
Grand Floridian Polly. Be advised, mine is not ringing at this time. 10-4, adjust your radar there.
Discovery Island.
Just pass. Oh, did we already go into the building?
Clean it, you have, Brad.
There comes one coming out.
Disney's Contemporary Resort.
No, they got their own track over here,
Event
see?
convention. For great shopping, fine dining, visit the Grand Canyon Concourse. At the top of the world, on the 15th floor, there's dining, live entertainment, and a breathtaking view.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching the Grand Canyon Concourse station. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors until the monorail stops completely and the doors
Right
open.
inside, Kitty.
If you're disembarking, gather your belongings and watch your head and step. Please assist the small children by the hand. This is Disney's Contemporary Resort. For those of you remaining on board, our next stop is the Transportation and Ticket Center.
Oh, this one here. Watch it. You're jumping there, kid.
Would you all make welcome our dolphins, and here's your trainer host, Greg Brown. Dolphins are getting set. Rope and ride. That's Springer Craig Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing in our experience.
Look at this guy. That's the big one. He's a big baby right here, isn't it?
Big belly.
Kimmy, hold Mama's hand. I'm afraid you're gonna fall.
It's snowing in there. Look at that. Didn't you like
Snow up there.
it. Now you can finish the bowl. Watch her soda or her arm there. You can use a spoon it right in too.
Good, awesome. What are you eating?
Even the crackers. It's not good.
See him around.
That's the good that way, say.
Yep.
What kind of soup are you eating? Lobster soup.
Yeah.
Tell Daddy what kind you're eating.
Lobster.
Where's your
Wow.
hug? Get your hug. Ah.
Good girl. That's what I get for
Inside are opening up. I ask that you exit out those doors into the sound stage. Once again, have a great day as you ride the movies, everybody. Bye.
Now, it's in that manner that Dorothy arrived in the land of Oz with the matte painting technique. Another optical effect that's used quite often in the soundstage here is called chroma key. The camera right down here on the floor has been designed to electronically eliminate certain colors that are heard. Okay. Here we go. They look great. Let's add some audio. Here we go, guys. Action! Yeah! Take. Let's give him a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just experienced a minor earth tremor. For your own safety, please remain seated as we...
Pointing out along the way are replicas of sets that were used in some popular motion pictures, but we do have quite a few sets that were recently used for production right here, and I'll make sure to point those out as well. But over on the left-hand side is our boneyard, or our graveyard, for a lot of our used prop letters that she's written to friends, even some rare home movies that have never been seen by anyone but her family up until this point, and you can take a browse through there and see all that we have on display. But right now, as we get ready to head on to Rodeo Drive and then move on into the heart of Hollywood, coming up on the left-hand side, you'll see the Brown Derby Hat Shop. This is our version of the Brown Derby restaurant, which was quite the Hollywood hotspot in the 1930s. In fact, it's where Clark Gable proposed to Carole Lombard, and it's also the very first restaurant where if you received a phone call while you were eating, you could have a phone delivered right to your table. It made you look pretty important, and that's where the big trend began. Further up on the left is Schwab's Pharmacy with all the blue neon. That's where his legend has it anyway, that Lana Turner was discovered there, sipping a chocolate soda at the counter. Over to the right-hand side, the big beige building with the red and green awnings is the Hotel Beverly Wilshire. You can see that in Pretty Woman with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, and also in Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. Further up on on the right-hand side, the tall pink building is the Montmartre Cafe. That's where Bing Crosby booked his first real singing engagement, which led to a rather successful career. And further up still on the right-hand side is the Pantages Theater. That's home to our gory, gruesome, and grotesque horror makeup show, where you can learn some of the tricks of the trade of the horror makeup industry. Over on the left-hand side is Mel's Drive-In. That's from the film American Graffiti, directed by George Lucas, who went on to direct the blockbuster hit Star Wars, among many others. Now, when you look at Mel's, you think 50s, right? And that has a lot to do with the cars parked out in front. Those are called picture cars, and picture cars are used to set the time and the place for a motion picture or a television program. Now, most of the time, picture cars don't have engines. They have to be towed on and off the sets as they're needed. However, those cars are indeed completely operational, and if you have the right key anyway, you can hop in and drive away. Now, American Graffiti also jump-started the careers of some popular actors today, people such as Suzanne Summers, Cindy Williams, Richard Dreyfuss, and even Indiana Jones himself, Harrison Ford. All came from that one film. Coming up on the left-hand side now is Murder, She Wrote Mystery Theater. Here you can learn all about the process of post-spring and a few sound effects of your own. But over on the right-hand side is our lagoon. It's 7.5 feet deep, and it holds almost 14 million gallons of water. And it's the site for our Dynamite Night Stunt Spectacular tonight at 7 o'clock, with lots of fast-paced boat chases and explosions. And a great place to catch the action is over on the right-hand side behind the rocks there in Central Park. But this area that we're headed into right now, our art department has done a lot of work on. They've used a process called distressing, which means that you take something new and you make it look much older than it really is. Now, the buildings around us right now are only about 3 years old, but they put cracks in the sidewalk. The Godfather, starring Al Pacino as Michael Corleone. And you can see Al Pacino in his new film, Scent of a Woman. Just a few weeks ago, he received an Academy Award for Best Actor for that film, his first Academy Award in his career. It took a while, but he finally did it. Over on the left-hand side, this is the Empire Hotel from the Hitchcock thriller Vertigo with Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak. Further down on the left, the brick building with the American flag flying is the Hudson Street Home for Girls from the motion picture Annie with Carol Burnett and Aileen Quinn. Over on the right, the Palace Theater marquee is from Funny Girl with Barbra Streisand. Back over to the left, you'll see Doc's Candy Store from West Side Story, and that crowd has gathered there on Delancey Street for our Blues Brothers and Chicago-bound cutouts. Now, they're just one-dimensional artistic cutouts, but when they're placed in the proper manner, they do create a three-dimensional effect. This is our version of the New York Public Library and a bit of the New York skyline. Now, over on the left-hand side, these residential street sets are called facades, or false fronts. Now, they're only about 4 feet deep, and they're made almost entirely out of a type of styrofoam, placed on a metal backing. Now, they're only used for exterior or outside shooting. The production teams usually construct and shoot the in-our shows as messy and gooey as kids want them to be. And it erupts just like this every 12 minutes or so with fresh, clean slime. Well, we are approaching our point of departure, although please don't try to get off the tram until it comes to a complete stop. Let's try to start gathering up on
Oh, there you. We didn't know where you were.
What are you doing? Trying to hang me.
Are we ready?
Kimberly, where you at?
Where's the studio?
What did
Where
you
at?
just see?
You're at Boston Studio.
What did you
What'd you
just see?
Yes. I'm doing this
Sure,
because
she can remember. We went and we got macaronis.
Yes, I did.
Yep. And you remembered we went to what after E.T.?
Breakfast here.
That's right. See, I got those two mixed up. I put in, oh, that's the other day. We didn't see Earthquake after E.T. How many times did we go on E.T.?
2.
That was good.